Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the Khyber Diary with Dr. Shahid. Dear viewers, today what we are going to cover, in fact, affects the lives of millions of people. It is a problem for overall South Asia, but in particularly for Pakistan, it is a serious problem. And the future of water security in one of the world's most vulnerable regions is hanging in the balance. Last year, in April 2025, India's sudden suspension of the Indus Waters Treaty sparked a crisis that threatens the survival of over 200 million people. And what is at stake? Water, food, and the regional stability. The issue has escalated beyond water dispute as airspace restrictions are now resulting in substantial economic losses for India. The Indus Waters Treaty, which was signed in 1960, has been a cornerstone of peace and cooperation between Pakistan and India, and this treaty has regulated water distribution between the two countries for decades. Pakistan has depended on this treaty for over 70% of its water supply, crucial for agriculture, industry, and daily life. But when India suspended this treaty in April 2025, the lifeline was severed, and this endangers food security, agriculture, and the future of millions of people, and particularly those people who are related to agriculture. The Indus Basin, which spans both Pakistan and India, is home to one of the world's most significant river systems. According to the Asian Development Bank, Pakistan is already facing water stress, with water demand exceeding its supply by around 10% within the next few years. This makes the treaty even more critical, as the Indus Basin provides approximately 80% of Pakistan's water for irrigation and drinking. Pakistan's agricultural sector, which produces over 60% of the country's food, depends almost entirely on the waters from the Indus. The suspension of this treaty has caused immediate turmoil because farmers are left without essential data for crop management and flood management and other related issues. So, without this water, entire livelihoods are at risk. And according to the World Bank, Pakistan's water crisis is likely to reduce its GDP by almost 15% by the year 2030, largely driven by agricultural losses and rising food prices. This is why it is being viewed as a very critical issue. India's decision to suspend the treaty came after an attack in the Pahalgam region of Indian administered Kashmir. And soon after that attack, India suspended the treaty unilaterally. India suddenly stopped sharing essential data and joint meetings that had ensured stability in the water management for more than 6 decades. Pakistan quickly condemned this decision as a national security threat and warned of far reaching consequences for the entire region. The International Court of Justice has also criticized this decision by India to unilaterally suspend the treaty because the court says that it is a violation of the established legal frameworks, and such treaties require mutual consent in order to be terminated. For Pakistan, particularly for its agriculture, the consequences are catastrophic. The World Bank has warned that disruptions to water access will not only cripple agriculture but also severely impact hydropower generation and industrial output. And both of these sectors rely heavily on the Indus waters. Experts predict that if the situation is not addressed urgently, the nation could see a massive decline in food production, exacerbating poverty and food insecurity. Now, under the international law, Indus Water Treaty cannot be unilaterally terminated. Pakistan has challenged this decision in the Court of Arbitration, calling the suspension a clear violation of the treaty's terms. Diplomatic tensions between the two nuclear armed states remain unresolved, raising concerns for regional stability for the last several months. And even the United Nations has noted the possible humanitarian implications as a result of the suspension of this treaty. In addition to the water dispute, tensions between the two nations have extended into airspace closures. In response to the India's action, Pakistan's also immediately closed its space airspace for Indian flights, and this is now causing huge losses to the India. According to estimates, the Indian airlines suffer approximately dollars 150 million in additional fuel and operational costs because Indian flights and airlines have to travel long distance due to the closure of Pakistani airspace. So, if on the one hand Pakistan is facing water shortage, the Indian authorities are also confused, and they should also care about the losses they are suffering in terms of operating their airlines. That's why experts call on both countries to resolve this issue amicably and through talks. Looking ahead, still it is not clear what decision is made about this issue. Uh, but experts warn that if a swift resolution is not reached, not only India will be facing more losses, but Pakistan could also face chronic water shortages. But there is some ray of hope because international organizations, including World Bank and United Nations, they have started efforts to mediate some new agreement between the two countries in order to ensure climate adaptation, equitable distribution, and sustainable water management between the two countries. Now, if we see, there are global examples, not just Pakistan and India, but there are global examples where different countries are managing their water resources through such kind of treaties. And most of them have international observers or partners as well. The international partners help resolve issues in such kind of situations between two countries or in cases of political tensions. For example, the Nile Basin Initiative, which is uh, between Egypt and Ethiopia, this initiative ensures sustainable water distribution between the two countries despite political tensions. Similarly, three countries, which are Turkey, Syria, and Iraq, they also have Tigris Euphrates basin. The Tigris Euphrates Basin, basically, it also is such kind of treaty where technical committees and third party or international observers or partners are there who take care of this issue and they resolve disagreements. Such measures could protect agriculture, maintain energy supplies, and secure the livelihoods of millions of people, even despite political tensions, because different countries have political tensions between them. So there are some examples where such kind of issues are resolved through international partners and such kind of things. So that's why experts call on both nations to resolve this issue amicably, both India and Pakistan, because both nations are suffering. Now, this is not just water issue. I mean, this issue has extended into the airspace closures, into it has led to the financial problems for both the countries. This crisis underscores how intertwined our future is with the flow of water. With over 200 million lives at risk, the region's future depends on whether diplomacy and cooperation can overcome the tension and mistrust. Learning from global examples, it's clear that shared water resources can be managed better and peacefully with the right frameworks. In the coming months, the world will be watching to see if the two nations can find a way back to the negotiating table. That's all for today's episode. Stay informed, be well.